What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode, we are going to be looking at XRP, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Vong, and the S&P 500. As you guys know, the limited deal bonus from BYDFI has officially ended on October 31st. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful Halloween, but yes, I will be reaching out to them more importantly and finding out what the next, if there is, bonus that I can offer you guys, or see what they're offering that I can then show you guys, for you guys to take advantage of some stuff. Obviously, we're getting close. Quarter four is always big. So typically with, Black Friday, Cyber Monday coming up, in the holidays, we should probably see some pretty big promotions going on. So I will keep you guys in the loop of that. But more importantly, things that we're going to be looking at in today's video, we have the XRP ascending fractal here forming inside a huge bull flag formation here. We have Solana in a major descending fractal. We have Ethereum in a symmetrical triangle here. Bitcoin in a symmetrical triangle. We have Vong consolidating and the S&P consolidating here. Hasn't opened just yet, but I think we are open actually. So excuse me. And we are consolidating on this, probably going to eventually what I think is trickle down like that, something along the lines of here. But otherwise, I don't think we look half bad. I am still expecting to see possible correction to the downside here, so you guys have to pay pretty close attention to this. As short term, I think we're bearish. Long term, I think we're bullish. We'll see what happens. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, as you can see, current coin market cap 36 on Fear and Greed Index. We have seen nothing but consolidation apparently. Well, we saw lots of consolidation over the weekend, but it's almost like correction is what's taking place here. 36 on Fear and Greed is crazy. Past 7 days, we're down for the most part close to double digits for a lot of these cryptos. Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Doge, Hyperliquid, Chainlink are all down double digits. So in my opinion, I think we're getting very close to seeing some more movements to the upside. That's what I'm looking forward to, if that makes sense. So with that being said, you can see pretty much this weekend saw sideways movement, consolidation, 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 consolidation. As we usually see every single time on the weekends, we usually flatline out. More than ever, crypto is very much so becoming more and more intertwined with the stock market. However you want to discuss that, pinpoint it, mainly, in my opinion, is because we're starting to see ETFs. We're starting to see lots of, I don't know, maybe index funds that are offering positions in the stock market and or in cryptocurrency that can be traded on the stock market. So when we see those funds close for the weekend because they don't make trades, volume goes down, and there's a lot of money in them that are in crypto. So it's almost ultimately starting to regulate the markets, even though they're unregulated, if any of that makes sense. Friday, I believe it was Friday, we made a video talking about the consolidation, talking about how we need to wait for a specific signal. That signal is slowly approaching. Once we fill that in, we'll then have the opportunity to break out, to break down, to buy in, to sell short, so on and so forth. So looking at XRP, for example, very large descending fractal, huge rally up, followed by lots of consolidation to the downside here. You can see these typically break bullish. We can type in bull flag crypto, and you can see that the pattern typically breaks out. How we enter is how we exit. It's a continuation pattern. Flag pull, flag breakout. So you can see with Bitcoin, we're on XRP, we have flag pull. This is the flag, and then we're looking for the breakout. Now, here's the thing. When you zoom in and you start to trade inside of it, you notice other fractals forming. Now, today just opened up, correcting, and this is a big issue here because we're trying to break above moving average. If we don't get above that, we will fall. If we can, we should be able to consolidate higher. That's what we're paying attention to. That's what I'm looking for. That's what we're waiting for. So it's only a matter of time. You can see we've drawn this sort of symmetrical triangle, this sort of ascending fractal, and inevitably I do think it's bearish. So it's either ripping the band-aid off early or waiting till we go up and then falling. This isn't enough to confirm because we have, 9 hours left in the candle to see what exactly is going on, and I don't think it's going to break down. I'd be shocked. If anything, I think we're going to consolidate back up. I think we're going to go back above here. That's my 2 cents. That's what I think is going to happen. hopefully break through it, and then we're going to fall because this is what I suspect to see take place. A descending fractal, a correction here. But if we break down early, so be it. Again, I wouldn't jump the gun. I wouldn't worry too much. It's Monday. Lots more movement left in the rest of the week, and I don't think we're going to be breaking down. Truly, I think we're going to see more of a reversal to the upside than one to the downside. That's my opinion on it. It just seems more likely. Anywho, moving forward from XRP and looking at some of these other cryptos. And then again, so this is pretty much what I've mapped out here and then down. So if you want to long it here and then expect a short, that's fine. If we confirm any closure above that, then obviously we'll switch positions to a long. Moving forward though to Solana here. Solana's in a descending fractal. Very similar. Now that I'm actually looking at this, maybe we have confirmed the correction. Still a little iffy on that one, but maybe we have. Although maybe what we need to draw is something along the lines of this with Solana here. What we had prior wasn't necessarily confirmed. What we have now certainly could be with supports and resistances. So again, that could be the lowest point. Switching this up to a descending fractal. Very interesting. This actually looks more usable than what we had before. And if that's the case, that would then mark the bottom, that we're not going to fall any lower with this support right here. And XRP as well as Solana could move up. We could even, if you were crazy, which we are, we could do something like this and say, hey, again, wicks, candle, maybe this is bottom, maybe there's room to move up, maybe it's not a triangle that we were in, maybe it's an ascending fractal, which, you know, XRP loves, and maybe we'll do something like this. Maybe that's what we're looking for. Maybe then we can take this and pull it right here, which I think is more accurate. So this is honestly what I think is going to happen. We don't really form as many triangles as we do fractals here. So it's interesting because Solana is headed down, XRP is headed up. So that's the one, you know, difference in these markets here. But more than likely, I think we're going to consolidate and then break down. Bullish though, because of how we entered. So maybe at the end of it, we break out, we break up. That's what I'm looking for. We'll see. Anywho, all these trades are done on BYDFI, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange I like to use here on the channel. BYDFI lets you buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Every single thing you'd want on an exchange is offered on BYDFI, which is super cool. They even have, a demo trading account, which is my favorite. This basically allows you to practice your skills, get familiar with the exchange, learn how everything works with demo money, monopoly money. Practice your skills, get better, and then you can obviously switch to the live account and trade with real cryptocurrency. They have spot trading, they have your trailing stop losses, they have every single thing you could ever imagine on BYDFI. They've been around for over a decade, and they've been nothing short of the best, which is awesome. So definitely check them out with the link down in the description. I'll keep you updated on the new limited deal bonus if they do offer one for this month. So keep your eyes peeled on that. But moving forward from XRP and Solana, Ethereum consolidating again. With the way we are mapping these out, it is very possible we could do something like this. But again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 points of confirmation. There's a chance this is going to rebound back up. I very likely think that. So we're going to leave that alone. I think that's enough info right there. Bitcoin slightly below it. And again, I think we're going to get back into it. We are bearish, essentially, so short-term consolidation, but again, we're waiting for confirmation. We need to fill it in more, I think get closer to here, and then we'll enter a short position because, again, this is a bearish point here. We entered in a downtrend, so these continuation patterns usually lead to exiting in a downtrend. We'll see what happens. And then Vong and the S&P look good, nearing the top, overbought. I'm like slowly losing my voice for whatever reason. But there it goes. I think we're going to see something along the lines of a new pattern forming and pulling us down to support. I think that's where we're due for, especially after breaking out of this. Now we consolidate down, and then we see another one. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. Really nothing too crazy about it. So same thing goes with the S&P 500 too. Again, I already drew this here, showing you what I expect. And I'll leave it alone because I think truly that that's what's going to happen. But with that all being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.